Intro to Arithmetic Sequences by Betsy Chavez. Lesson Overview. Main goals of the lesson: vocabulary, formulas, number 1, step by step, and number 2. Main goals of the lesson: formula memorization, know vocabulary, be able to solve number 1 through 2, and practice and practice. Vocabulary, arithmetic. The difference between consecutive terms is always the same. Initial term, the first number in the sequence. Difference, the amount that may be increasing or decreasing either at different rates or at constant rates. Sequence, an ordered list of numbers. Formula, there is only one formula for this lesson, and it's AN equals A of 1 plus parentheses and minus 1 close parentheses times D. They all have their own meanings. The A of 1 is the first term of the sequence. The N is the number that you're going to be trying to find of the sequence. It could be 5, 7, 8, any number. And D is the difference between each numbers. It's usually the constant number of rate. So number 1, step by step. So we're going to find A of 17. So as we see, it's 4, 7, 10, and then 13, and it has the little dots at the end because it's going to keep on going and going. So I have the formula right here, so we don't have to go back. So it's AN equals A1 plus parentheses and minus 1 close parentheses difference. So you can notice it's increasing, and it's increasing by 3s. 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13. So the D equals 3. So we know so we're going to try to find A of 17. So instead of having A of N, you're going to have A of 17 right here. And then equals your first term, A of 1 is 4. So plug that in. Substitute A of N for 4 plus, since you're finding 17, N is going to be your 17. 17 minus 1, and then your difference, which is 3, but we put that after, but you could put it in right now. So we're going to simplify the equation. So 4 plus 17 minus 1, 16. I added the difference, which is 3, so which equals 4 plus 48. 16 times 3 is 48, so that's how you got 48. So 48 plus 4, you could drop the parentheses, you don't need them, is 52. So now you're going to add the A of 17, so you know that's the total for that number. So A of 17 is equals to 52. So you're going to see this formula really helps you a lot, and you should have it memorized because in the long run, it's going to help you know things and be able to solve it faster. So always know the difference could be, instead of being plus 3 every single time, it could be negative 3 every single time. So that's what you're going to notice in the next problem. And then before we go to the next problem, I want to see if you guys could take time and do it yourselves. And if you can, then that's great. If not, then just follow along. I'm going to be going a bit quicker, but it's still the same, just as the first one, just a bit different with different numbers. And here we go. Number 2. The numbers we have, we're finding A of 12. So the numbers we have 20, 13, 6, and negative 1, and dot 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 as it continues. So it's going down by negative 7 each time. 20 minus 7 is 13, 13 minus 7, 6, 6 minus 7 is negative 1. So as I said, we have our formula, and we're trying to find A of 12. So we're going to plug in A of 12 instead of A of N. Our first number is 20. We're going to plug in 20 plus N minus 1 times negative 7. Please put in parentheses for the negative 7. I don't want you guys to forget, or mistaken it for minus 7 because you're not subtracting, you're multiplying here. So 20 plus parentheses 12 minus 1, that's because we're trying to find 12. 12 minus 1 times parentheses negative 7, and you close the parentheses. So we have 20 plus, this right here is a plus 11 times negative 7. So then we got 20 plus, close parentheses, negative 77, and then you close it. And you don't really need the plus minus. It's pretty knowable that it's going to be subtracting. So we got 20 minus 77 is negative 57, but don't forget to bring in the a of 12. So a 12 equals negative 57. That would be your answer for number 2. And something I would like to tell you guys before moving on to the next slide is sometimes you can have all of these other numbers, but sometimes you're gonna have to find the difference without having the sequence right in front of you. So it's really good to know the formula. Sometimes you're gonna have other numbers, they're gonna take off. You might not know a of 1, but sometimes it's the difference that you don't know and that you're gonna have to try to find out, and you're gonna have to like kind of work in different ways to get the answer, but there's always a way to achieve the right answer. Okay, next slide. Well, thank you guys for watching. Practice, 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 because practice makes perfect. Thank you.